And one of the things I kept coming back to when I was trying to kind of narrow down where to focus was this concept that we all have to deal with, the universal concept of timing, and the things that are great about it and the things that perhaps test and stress our limits. I'm in my second year in this role of having the honor and the responsibility of helping shape the brand and the way that we advertise for Boeing, this massive global organization. And so there's some things that stood out from that whole universal concept of time that I thought I would kind of just lean into and share. I was given not one, but multiple foundational change projects. And it really tested my abilities as a leader. And when I was trying to reflect on this, I think there's a couple things that stood out. And the first is, I strengthened that judgment muscle and the judgment to know when you're good enough versus perfection. We all struggle with it. I certainly got that muscle in gear. Here's another one that I knew it before, but it's always good to have a good reminder about, if you set a bar for your team, they might just achieve it and exceed it. And boy, did they do that this year. I couldn't be more proud. You put out the challenge there to that team. Let them rise to that. Give them the opportunity to do that and always have a backup plan. But, it's just something, again, as I look in reflection, my professional growth here, just trusting in that. And then also becoming more comfortable with delegation. Again, as a leader, this is an expectation for us, trusting the team. We do not have time to do all the things that we wish we could. We've got to delegate, ruthless prioritization. And I happen to be in this role at a time in the 100+ year history of this organization where I'm given these meaty projects, initiatives, strategic opportunities. And I need to lean into that, and I need to rise to the occasion, if you will, and really test my comfort zone. I have absolutely been put into uncomfortable zones of trying to decide where to lean in and say, just because we've done it that way before doesn't mean it's the right way to do it going forward. And it's funny because AI is something that I'm really trying to push myself and my team to embrace. I'm using it more and more every day to do just the thing that Kathy spoke of, which is it's not about trying to do more. It's trying to do not having this workaholic lifestyle, like give ourselves the time to go and have a proper lunchtime. And I'll just kind of close it out here and leave you with two different mid-career moments that I think would just give you a window into me. The first is I have raised the flag upstairs, downstairs, anybody who will listen, really be mindful of doing those foundational big change projects at the same time. In retrospect, I don't think I would have chosen to do it this way. I would sequence it a little bit differently. And so again, lesson learned as a leader and sharing that learning with others so that we can, all use that as hindsight 2020. And the other moment was, and this is to that moment of lunchtime as a theme, and this was a great demonstration of my leader who said to me as I was IMing with her, and it was late my afternoon, and I realized I hadn't gotten back to her immediately on something that she was, again, just messaging me for. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I took a lunch. And she just said, do you see what you just wrote? You just wrote that you took a lunch. Like, you do not apologize for that. And I think it's a metaphor, right? Like, this is about time management, being cognizant that it's a gift, you can't get it back. Let's spend it on the things that matter most to us. Let's hopefully be able to carve out time to do the things that feed our souls. So thank you very much for letting me share my story with you all today.
I love it.